A world born from drama.
Imagine a world, not the world of the gods, the world before them, a world before light, before form, before time itself. Only a black, bottomless void. The ancient Greeks called it chaos. And from this chaos, something incredible was born. Not love, not wisdom, but drama. A great divine family saga full of passion, betrayal, and a struggle for power. Its heroes gave us the sun and the moon, love and war, art and thunder. They created the concept of fate, and they became the mirror in which humanity saw itself, with all its passions, weaknesses, and ambitions. This is not a history of religion in the strict sense. This is mythology, the collective dream of an entire civilization about where it all began. And it all started with a family, the most powerful and the most dysfunctional family in the universe. Act 1. The Reign of the Titans, the age of Uranus and Cronus. From chaos emerged the first forces, Earth Gaia and Sky Uranus. Their union gave birth to the Titans, ancient giant gods. But Uranus was a tyrant. He hated his children and cast them back into Gaia's womb, into the darkness of Tartarus. And then Gaia, the suffering mother, came to the youngest Titan, Cronus. She gave him a sickle made of ultra-hard adamant and revealed the conspiracy. That night, when Uranus lay with Gaia, Cronus committed an act of supreme violence and liberation. He castrated his father. Power passed to Cronus. A golden age began. But Cronus remembered the prophecy. He, like his father, would be overthrown by his own son. And he found a simple solution. Each time his wife, the Titaness Rhea, gave birth to a child, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, Cronus swallowed them alive. This continued until Rhea, mad with grief, resorted to deceit. Giving birth to her sixth child, Zeus, she gave Cronus a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes, and the infant Zeus was hidden in a cave on Crete. Zeus grew in secret. He was nursed by the goat Amalthea, and the clashing of spears by his guard, the Curetes, drowned out the infant's cries. Coming of age, he learned the truth and confronted his father. With Rhea's help, he gave Cronus a potion that caused the Titan to regurgitate all his children, whole and unharmed. Thus began the Titanomachi, a 10-year war between gods and Titans. This was a war for the very structure of the world. Zeus and his siblings against the old order. Zeus freed from Tartarus the 100-handed giants, the Hecaton Shires. Their blow was devastating. The Titans were cast down into Tartarus. The world came to be ruled by the Olympians. Act 2. Olympus and its inhabitants. A family portrait. Thus, Zeus the Thunderer ascended the throne, the ruler of the sky, lightning and supreme power. His word is law. His weapons are the terrifying aegis and thunderbolts. But he is not an absolute monarch. He is a father and a king within a family of gods, where each has their own sphere of influence, their own passions and ambitions. By his side are his brothers, gloomy Hades, who drew by lot the underworld realm of the dead, not the husband of death, but a stern guardian of eternal rest, and Poseidon, lord of the seas, earthquakes, and the untamed element. His trident can split the earth. And here are their sisters, Hera, queen of the gods, goddess of marriage, Zeus's faithful wife, and a perpetually enraged woman, persecuting his countless lovers. Her jealousy is the driving force of countless myths. Demeter, goddess of fertility. Her love for her daughter Persephone gave birth to the changing seasons. And Hestia, the quiet goddess of the hearth, the symbol of the unshakable center of the family. But Olympus is also a new generation, the children of Zeus. Athena Pallas, born from his head in full battle regalia, goddess of wise, just war, crafts, and strategy, reason clad in armor. Apollo, god of light, the sun, music, poetry, and prophecy, the ideal of male beauty and order. His arrows carry both inspiration and plague. Artemis, his twin sister, goddess of the moon, the hunt, and the wild, eternal virgin, protector of all living things, and a ruthless punisher. Ares, god of frenzied, bloody, and chaotic war. He is adored and loved only by Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, born from sea foam. Their union is a metaphor for passion that often goes hand in hand with conflict. And also Hephaestus, the blacksmith god, the lame master craftsman who creates wondrous artifacts. And Hermes, the psychopomp god, guide of souls, cunning messenger, and patron of travelers and thieves. This is their world, their home, their dynasty. And as in any family, it's not just passions that boil here, but also intrigues. Act 3, Gods and Humans, the tragedy of contact. But one day, the Olympians turned their gaze downward to the earth, and there they saw a new, fragile creation, humans. The relationship between gods and humans is a story of love-hate. The gods created humanity from clay, gifted it fire, punished it with floods. Often, humans were pawns in their games. Hera's jealousy pursues the hero Heracles, Zeus's son, from a mortal. Artemis's wrath falls upon the hunter Actaeon for seeing her naked. Aphrodite's love destroys the Trojan prince Paris and sets in motion the chain of events leading to the Trojan War. But there was also Prometheus, of Titan stock, but a friend to humans. He tricked Zeus into choosing the worst part of a sacrificial bull for the gods, leaving the meat for humans. And most importantly, he stole fire from Olympus and brought it to humans in a hollow fennel stalk. Zeus's punishment was terrible. Prometheus was chained to a rock in the Caucasus, where every day an eagle would come and peck out his immortal liver, which would regrow overnight. An eternity of suffering for the attempt to give humanity knowledge and power. Here lies the great divide. The gods fear humans. They fear their audacity, their striving for knowledge. Human fate, Moira, though predetermined, leaves room for choice, for heroic deeds, for hubris, the pride that leads to doom. The gods are eternal, but static. Humans are mortal, but free in their brief journey. This both fascinates and terrifies the Olympians. Act 4, The Twilight of Olympus, from Mythos to Logos. But nothing is eternal under the moon, not even the power of the gods. Their world began to change with the advent of philosophy. When Thales of Miletus declared that the origin of all things was water, not chaos, he struck a blow to mythological thinking. Logos, reason, law began to defeat mythos, tale. Rome conquered Greece but adopted its gods, giving them new names: Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto, Venus. But in these marble copies, the original vitality was gone. And then came Christianity with its single, transcendent God. The Olympians became demons, pagan idols. Their temples were destroyed or converted into churches. Their era ended. Epilogue: Immortals in memory. So, did they die? No, they simply changed their address. They moved into the galleries of the Louvre and the Hermitage, into the lines of Shakespeare and the verses of Pushkin. Planets are named after them: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. Athena gazes at us from University Logos. Eros flies on Valentine's cards. They became archetypes. Apollo, a symbol of order and reason. Dionysus, whom we didn't have time to mention, a symbol of instinct and ecstasy. Athena, of wisdom. Aphrodite, of love. Olympus fell, but it fell to become the foundation of Western art, psychology, literature. We no longer believe that thunder is Zeus hurling thunderbolts, but we still speak of titanic effort, Olympian calm, Herculean tasks, and Achilles' heels. They left religion to live forever in language and culture, in our imagination. They ceased to be gods to become ideas, and ideas are immortal. This is their final and greatest metamorphosis. Thanks for watching. If you want to join us for the next chapter of the greatest story ever told, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. See you on the next adventure. Thanks for watching. If you want to join us for the next chapter of the greatest story ever told, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. See you on the next adventure.